Hi everybody, welcome to this video where we're going to be talking about proposing a course. So you've managed to get yourself approved as a presenter and you want to propose your first course. So let's jump in. Now up in the corner there where it says hi and your name, you want to come down to my products. Then you want to look for the button in the top right here, propose a product or course, and we're on our way. Now, very important first step, review of similar courses. If you have a read there, what it's saying is please review current courses offered by TTA by visiting that link. If you find anything similar to your new course proposal, please note the course titles here and describe how your course is distinct from each of these. So we click that link and it's going to throw us through to the catalogue where we can start searching for courses. So you could search on a particular word, maybe sustainability, for instance, and that's going to find courses that have that particular word in it. Or you might do a different search. You might actually have a look at a learning area. So you're going to look at English, for instance, and do a search. It's going to find you a whole stack of courses. So please have a hunt through. What you're looking for there is any courses which really are quite similar to yours, and there's two things you might do. Either you write the title into this box and then explain how your course actually complements that course. It's not the same, or how it's different for a different audience, done in a different way, a different style. Or you might actually, having done that search, you might discover that there's plenty, really hitting that spot of what you're about to propose. So you might think about tweaking your proposal. So better to do that right up front as an important section there to pop in. Okay, next we get to product details. So the name of your course. Now note in the teaser that can only be 65 characters. The teaser is the small little box on the website where people first see a summary of your course. So keep that to 65 characters. The type is just course. Description. Now this is not limited. You can put in as much as you like here. Although if you are in New South Wales, 2,000 characters is the limit that BOSDES has. So if you want the full description to go through to BOSDES, then keep it to 2,000 characters. But otherwise, that's open for you to put in as much as you like. Now notice the next one here is the audience. This is where you describe who the product is for. So you might say in here something like, for junior geography teachers, or, best for senior maths teachers, etc. So this is any way that you can describe your audience. Now that one is limited to 150 characters. 150 characters so that it fits on the teaser. Now there's a few boxes here which are not viewable by the public. So this is more for our approval processes. So the first one is objectives. So describe what you hope your participants would learn from your course. The next one is prerequisites. So this is describing if the participants need any prior knowledge or experience before coming to your course. Resources supplied, so a description of any documents or resources that you'll actually be supplying to the participants of the course. And then we get through to learning area. Now, I want to pause here for a moment. Please don't tick too many of these. What you want to do, if your course is like a content course, like it's something to do with geography or English or drama or leadership, if the content is about one of those things, then just tick one of those boxes. So the way this really works, when someone goes hunting for a geography course, then if you've ticked geography, they're going to find your course. So don't put a course that's relevant for geography teachers but has nothing to do with geography. This is more about the topic of your course. So if the topic of your course is about geography, for geography teachers, for a geography project, then pop in geography. Now, if your course is more general, so it might be a course which is more of a teaching and learning course, motivating students, that kind of thing, then tick teaching and learning, and possibly there may be another couple of things like student well-being or effective teaching. But please don't go through and tick, like, don't think, oh, my course is for, being, questioning techniques for teachers. Oh, that's for everyone, so I'll tick every box here. That's not what we want you to do, because we only want you to tick geography if it's actually a course that's really only relevant for geography teachers. So if your course is relevant for a range of teachers, then best to go with teaching and learning, and or maybe like integrating technology, something like that. So leave those geography, English, history, languages, leave those boxes for the courses that really just target content to those particular teachers. Roles, okay, so again, this is who should come to your course. So if your course is for primary teachers to attend, then you tick primary teacher. If it's for secondary teachers, then tick secondary. If it's for both, that's fine, tick them both. But just tick who is your audience, who will be coming along to your course. So once we've done that, I'll probably need to just type in something for it to let me to go to the next screen. So let me just pop in some text here so that it will just allow me to go through. And then I'll just tick a, okay. So let's go through to the next screen. Now, formats. So we already have some formats for courses: after school session, blended learning, face-to-face individual, online individual, online whole school, online webinar, on-site at your school, short online. Now, if this is a new course, I would start with just one of those formats, and the most likely formats will either be face-to-face individual or online individual. So face-to-face individual is typically a one-day workshop, face-to-face. Online individual is an online course where individual teachers will enroll. So let's first have a look at the face-to-face individual. You can read a little bit more about that format there. Okay, so a description. So you've already got a description for your course, but because your course could be delivered in different formats, and maybe the face-to-face version is different from the online version, it's optional here to put a bit more description specifically about this format. So in the face-to-face individual version, is there anything that you do differently? So if you only have one format, then you wouldn't put anything in there. Next we move to what to bring. So anything that your participants should bring along with them to the course, can you type that in here? And then we have professional development hours. So how many hours? Now, a note here, in New South Wales, you are not allowed to count the lunch hour. So if your course runs from 9 till 3, that would be 6 hours in the other states, but in New South Wales you would type 5 hours. And then I'll just put a few notes in here so that we can save and continue. Okay, so now we get to the session details. So, again, I don't know, session 1, let's call it ABC, and it goes for 45 minutes, and the description is so. Add that in, and it's popped it in there. So now I can add my next session. So the next one is, DEF, and it goes for another 45 minutes, and there's the description. So I'm building up the elements of my course in this way, and I can swap the order of them by dragging the boxes around. Don't put in breaks or lunch or anything like that. Just put the sessions of learning into there, and then again we'll save and continue. Okay, now we get to where you'll select the store. So for us this will be the state. So if I'm offering my course in New South Wales, and again, because you may have different PD hours in each store, you may actually, we just ask for that again, because in one store your course may be 6 hours, and if you run it in New South Wales it may be 5 hours. So we save that. Okay, so at this point we have a face-to-face individual course for New South Wales. We've put in our sessions. So one more thing, if you look at the green text there, it's talking about that it doesn't satisfy any standards. So we're going to go into edit this store listing, and we can actually select the standards that are relevant. You can see if I hover over one, it kind of brings up a description of that standard. So a note on the standards that you're going to tick, for all of you, bar very few, you're going to be looking at proficient level standards at this point in time. So assume that you're proficient. Talk to us if you're thinking about ticking any lead level standards. Also, for a 5 or 6 hour course, you would look at maybe 2, 3, maximum of 4 standards for that course. Remember, your participants are going to be asked, did your course satisfy each of the standards? So if you tick a lot of them, then the potential is that they will say, no, well, it didn't actually. So just tick a few standards that are really relevant to your course, and then we'll save that there. Okay, so now the final step is to pop into the teaser. This is where we're going to add a photo. So we'd love you to go and find a great photo. You can have a look on the TTA site at all the different photos that are there next to the courses, and throw it up there so that it'll make your course stand out and look terrific. So just click on the box there to do that. And then we have the teaser description, which should be 165 characters as a maximum to make sure that it fits nicely on the teaser. So this is a shorter description of your course, which will sit on the little teaser boxes when we're showing it. So we save that and continue, and once you've got all that done, you could simply submit that for review, and it will come through to us, and we'll know to go ahead and approve that course for you. So I might go back in just to show you one of the other formats. If you did want to offer an online course, you want to enable that format. Again, it's going to give you the option to put in another description for the online version and the PD hours. Save that and continue. Session, exactly the same as before. Oops. And stores, the same. Now for online courses, you are going to need to add your online course into every one of the stores that you want to market your course to. So if you want to add your online into New South Wales, you're probably going to want to add it also into Queensland, Victoria, etc., etc. So just go through and pop each of those in, and then you need to go into each of those and add the standards, of course. So pick the standards that relate to that course in each of the states where you want to run that course. And then you're ready to go. Down at the teaser, you've submitted that for review, and you're good to go. So please let us know if you have any questions about that. Hopefully it's a fairly straightforward process. Of course, you won't be able to actually offer an occurrence of your course until we've approved your course. But we'll be back to you pretty soon once we've got your course proposal with some feedback on whether your course has been approved. So thanks very much for joining me, and look forward to catching up with you soon. Bye.